Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today I have a very different video, and this came upon a request, so thank you so much for requesting this video. This was a request from a friend here in the wax community asking if I would be willing to do a beauty pie video talking about my favorites, and she's thinking about becoming a member, and I was like, yes, absolutely, yes. So if you have requests for things, and I have the time, I love doing videos and talking about things because I do feel like I'm talking to my friends here. And yeah, gives me an opportunity to talk about something I've been enjoying for quite some time, since 2019 to be exact. So beauty pie has changed a lot since I joined. So I will talk a little bit about what beauty pie is, my experience with it, some of my favorites, some of my, I'll talk about pros and cons about it, and what I enjoy, and my thoughts on beauty pie. So if that sounds interesting to you, then stick around. All right, so I will start with what beauty pie is. So beauty pie is, the way I describe it, is like a Costco or a Sam's Club, but like a Sephora version, right? If you are familiar with those membership type of clubs, this is what this is. It's a membership to buy things that range from skincare, makeup, home fragrance, luxury things like eye masks and accessories and perfumes and candles. So a wide assortment of categories and products in the kind of skincare, personal care industry. So it was started by a woman named Marcia who had previous success in other companies. I think Soap and Glory was one of them. Bliss might have been another one, but it's been a while since I've read up on Marcia. But her idea behind beauty pie was knowing that there's pretty much the same labs making skincare and makeup for these luxury brands throughout the world. It's like, let's go to those labs, make our own versions of them. And then, you're not paying for marketing, you're not paying for designer names and things like that. And you can get luxury products at like a discount price because you're passing on the savings because you don't have a brick and mortar store. There's not a lot of marketing behind it. And like I said, there's, it's all kind of private label. So that was kind of how beauty pie started. And I joined early on when it was like $10 a month and there's a cap of like 200. That's not how it is anymore. So I'll get into here on the screen just a little bit of what it's like. So now you can get a 60-day trial, I believe, if you want to try it out for free, which I think is great. You can become a member. So now it's $59 a year instead of what it used to be monthly. And there is no cap. You can buy as much as you want on any order, and it's $59 to become a member. I went on this morning because it's been a few months since I've purchased from Beauty Pie, and I noticed their site had changed a little bit. And the thing that they've added is, before you used to have to be a member to purchase Beauty Pie products. Now you don't, but you're going to get the non-member price. And there's quite a price difference between the two. So I think after this video, you can decide if you want to be a member or not. If you do like a lot of these products and you really are into skincare and makeup and kind of all those things, sorry, there's floaties floating around in front of me, then it might be worthwhile doing the membership. So let's start off with some of my favorites. Did I finish my thought there? Yes. So you have a non-member price and a member price, which is now called Beauty Pie Plus. There's a siren coming, so I'm going to pause. I never realize how many sirens go down my street until I start to film videos. And I'm like, it's like every time. All right, but let me start talking about Beauty Pie. I mostly started with skincare, and pretty much at the beginning, they only offered skincare and some makeup. They've now grown into, and fragrance. They had fragrance, I think, in the beginning as well. Now they're just grown immensely. A lot of their products are from Korea, from Japan, from Switzerland, France, so they're going to these labs where a lot of these designer brands are made. I will give you an example, And I don't believe, so we'll get into a con right away. I don't believe they're offering this right now, but this is a Beauty Pie. I didn't check everything I was going to talk about. This is Beauty Pie Quick Contour Super Gel. So this, if it looks familiar in shape, very similar to Charlotte Tilbury's contour. And I mean, it even has the sponge applicator. So when I talk about Beauty Pie going to these labs, a lot of times people want to know, is this a dupe of some designer? Because they could be very, very similar. And they could be. Here's the con about Beauty Pie sometimes is they will come out with something that you love, and then a few months later, you can't find it anymore. And it's not all things, but there's definitely things like this where they did a last call, and then I know some YouTubers were talking about it, and then it was gone. And then a few months later, it came back. So that's why I have it, because it came back. So, but they never say if it's permanently gone, if it's gone because they have low stock, or why it's disappearing. But that will happen from time to time, and that's annoying. That I do find annoying. But I do like this if it comes back, the contour gel, if it's around. Another favorite that I've purchased for a long time, the packaging looks different, and I think it's now called something, it's still Fruit Zyme. I think it's more in a yellow-orange package, and it's got like plus something. It's like Fruit Zyme Plus. I don't think they have this original one. This is one of the first things I bought from Beauty Pie, and it's been a repeat purchase over and over and over. So this is AHA Resurfacing 5-minute facial with pomegranate enzyme and salicylic acid. And so Fruit Zyme, like I said, it's still Fruit Zyme Plus. I think it's just labeled, or it looks a little bit different. But this I love. It really is, leaves your skin soft. It's got little grunge. So it's a scrub. So you get, but it's like a sugar scrub almost. And leave it on for 5 minutes and then wash it off. Your face feels beautiful and soft. So a lot of what I have from Beauty Pie and a lot of what I purchased over time is the skincare stuff. Another favorite is, and I have talked about this in, I think I did a vlog with my skincare routine, but the Super Active capsules. This is the vitamin C one. What I love about this is they come in capsules. So a lot of times vitamin C, you can't store, you shouldn't leave it on the counter or anything like that, because it diminishes, right, the active ingredient, I think. And so this is capsules here. You can see those little guys. And so they're kind of protected, right, from sunlight and things like that. You just twist. In fact, I will twist one off for you. It's literally, I mean, it's to just twist it off, and then you get the cream inside, and you just get enough on there, and you can do 1 or 2 capsules, but 1 capsule will cover my entire face, and that is vitamin C. So I do, and it feels good. It feels really good. So I do like the vitamin C in the capsules, but recently I purchased, and I haven't used it yet, but they also have, I'm gonna play around with this lid and just figure it's not worth it. But they also come in a super dose vitamin C. And this one here, this one I purchased, again, some of these I purchased a few months ago and haven't used yet. But they also have it in like a serum bottle. And same thing, the bottle is colored so that it's protecting the active ingredient. So I thought it would be just fun, because I like to dabble in things, to try this version of it. I haven't, so I can't tell you which one I like, but this is much more of a, it almost feels like a primer, you know, it's got a little something to it, whereas this is a serum. So that's the difference. But they do offer different options for vitamin C. When I went and got my facial a few months ago, I asked, you know, is there anything that I should be doing more of for my skin? And she just said vitamin C, and I was out. And so I went and purchased some more, because I do have spots. I'm 52 years old, by the way. I'm 52, and you know, things are starting to change for sure. There's a couple things that I really love that I haven't purchased in a while, because I like to dabble in things, and I am trying some Korean skincare. But the Japan Fusion Cleanser, I repurchased that over and over. It does go quickly, so that's why I kind of stopped buying it, but it is really good. So their Japan Fusion line is really nice. I do have a mist. I think this might have been like a free with purchase. And this is step 1. I think step 2 is to use the cleanser, but this is step 1 Energy Essence Mist. I have dry skin too. It can get very dehydrated, probably because I'm not great at drinking water, although I've gotten better. But this is a really nice mist, and I think it helps hydrate my face. And so I put this on. I use currently a Korean toner first. I'm enjoying that one a lot. It's by Haru, I think. But then I like this mist, and then I get going with all my skincare. So that I really like. Another one that I've been very happy with is the Uber Youth Super Serum with Hydrating Marine Complex and Energy Bio-Nymph Peptides. So I do a lot of steps with my skincare, but I'm very happy with my face. So at least the skin on my face, because I know I'm aging. It's dehydrated. I'm getting some pigmentation from used to be freckles. Now they're more like sunspots. So I do use a lot of anti-aging stuff, but Uber Youth is a really nice serum as well. It's kind of milky, but this one is something that I use. And the way I do my skincare is starting with the thinnest thing first and then getting thicker and thicker, right? So the last thing I'm going to use, did I not bring it? I don't think I brought it here, is like a cream. That's like the last thing I'm doing before the sunscreen. So let me also talk about this that has been a repurchase over and over again. This is Pure Ceramides. This is Elastic Boost Eye and Moisture Serum. I am just about out, but I have another box. So I have a backup. I have a backup of this because, again, when I find something I love, I usually buy backups because I'm worried that it's going to go away. But what I love about this for under the eyes is it's got these little balls here. So that feels really good under your eyes. You're just kind of rolling it here. You twist it. So you get product out and then roll it under your eyes. So the coolness from here feels really good. I use this often and I have a backup. So that is something that I really love as well. Let's talk about this other one. I do like this. I'm just terrible about using it, but when I have been consistent with it, I do see some results, although it's temporary. This is Uber Youth Neck and Chest Super Lift Serum Spray. I did not check this morning to see if this is still offered. But I think it's a very popular one, and there have been pictures that people have posted where you can see noticeable difference. I'm wearing kind of a higher neck today, but you got lines on the neck. I definitely have sun damage here. I sleep on my side, though, so there's a little creasing going on over here, and this firms it up. It's temporary. You have to use it every day to see those results, and once you stop using it, of course, it kind of goes away. But maybe in the summertime, when maybe you're showing a little bit more, and you want to decrease some of those lines, this is really nice. So that is Uber Youth Neck and Chest Super Lift Serum Spray. Hopefully that's still offered. I'm, again, not super sure. Then, I didn't check on this one either, but I have purchased this twice. This is the Super Healthy Skin Gentle Foamy Face Wash with natural vitamin C, lactose, and apple and raspberry fruit extract. So, sorry, this is a little gunky because it's kind of in the shower. In the morning, I would wash my face with this in the shower. My face is already clean in the morning, but kind of you put this in there, it's in the shower. It really foams up nicely. Like you get a lot of, I don't want to say lather, but cleansingness going on where your face feels really clean. This bottle lasts me, I've only like one a year. I don't know if I'll continue with it because again, I'm kind of trying some Korean skincare, but I've bought it twice and I have nothing bad to say about it. So that's that. Some other things that I've purchased over and over, and I have multiple of, is their lip oil. My lips, especially again in the wintertime, can get dry, and I love their lip oils. They come in different colors. They come in a like clear, which I have a clear one in a box somewhere. It might be, I have 2 boxes over here, which I haven't opened. This is like a berry color. This is more like a rose color. I think there's like a peach. So I do love these lip oils, and you can see that they're well loved. These are really, really good and highly recommend. Their brushes. Let me talk about their brushes. They have really good brushes. I do enjoy, this is, which one is this? This is a seamless foundation buffing brush. They're very, I would say these are really, really nice brushes, and I would get more if I didn't have so many makeup brushes already, but really, really good with brushes. That's something I would definitely buy. I have in the past purchased their mascara several times. In fact, let me open some of these boxes and see what I've got in here. Oh, see, I was talking about the lip oil. I have another one. What color is this? This is clear. I know it looks white, but this is their clear. I've never tried their clear one. So I have that in there. What else do I have in here? I don't think they have this anymore, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it's the Jeju Daily AM PM Moisture Cream. This was a really good one. It was there for years and years. But I want to say this is not offered anymore. So won't spend too much time on that. And like I mentioned, I hope I mentioned, I've restarted this video a few times, so I can't remember. I will cut this out if it was already talked about. I think I did. Anyway, there are products that are very similar to designer brands. Their foundation, I don't have it in front of me because I tossed it out, but I think it's like their super healthy everyday foundation. It comes in a jar, like a glass jar. That one, I loved that foundation. The reason I don't have it anymore is because I just struggled finding the right color. What I don't like about Beauty Pie is it's not easy to get samples. Sometimes they'd offer samples. Sometimes they were out of samples, but you still had to buy the samples, and you'd get like 10 little, swatches of foundation to try to find the right one. So I just struggled. I struggle with foundation in general. It's either sometimes too peachy or sometimes too yellow. I have very, I'm in the minority, I think, where I actually am a light olive. Most time olive tints are made for a little bit darker skin, maybe a little tan. That comes from me being Costa Rican, but I am not laying out in the sun. So I can tan, but I have light olive. And so that's a really hard undertone to find. And I struggled with it. But the reason I'm mentioning that foundation is if you find that you can find a color that works for you, it's really, really nice. And it's been compared over and over to Armani's foundation that looks just like that, in the same jar, same everything. It looks the same. And so it's great foundation, just didn't work for me because of the color. So I wanted to mention that. But this summer I bought these. These are newer. This is the Luminous Mineral Skin Tint. I got one in a cool and one in like warm, because again, it's hard for me to find what will work. And I thought maybe I could mix the two. They still aren't great as far as match, but because it was a tint, it's not that big of a deal, because a tint is a lot, a little more transparent and light compared to regular medium coverage foundation. So I like this. This has SPF in it as well. So these are nice, but yeah, just probably not the foundation I'm going to use, but I liked it. One thing that I have heard people talk about I probably wouldn't get this again. This is the Super Luminous Skin Glow Filter. I think Bethany, is it Frankel? Bethany Frankel from, Housewives. She does a lot of TikToks and Reels. She's obviously gotten a sponsorship from Beauty Pie because she's raving about this. I think it's nice for anyone who does not like to wear makeup that wants something to even out their skin tone. So for that, I would say, yes, this is really nice. It's radiant. It's almost like a serum. You know what? I'm going to show you. It's like a serum. Oh, there we go. Skin. It's like a tint, literally. It's not foundation. It's not thick. Can you see that? It's just kind of, again, peachy, very peachy. I don't think this comes in different colors, but it might. So it's supposed to make your skin look really radiant and even out the skin tone. I don't know if you can see that. So, and it does do that, but I do like makeup. I rarely don't wear makeup, and it's because I like it. I enjoy it. I find it fun and therapeutic to put on makeup and play and, all that stuff. So I rarely would go without makeup, but this is definitely for someone who, just wants to get some radiance. Maybe their skin looks kind of dull and they just want to even out things a little bit. So for that reason, I think this works really well. So the way I've been using it recently is after I'm done with all my skincare and my sunscreen, I will put this on kind of like a base just to add some radiance. And so that is nice. But would I buy this again? I don't think so, because it's just not really for me, but I can see how definitely some people would enjoy that. Another one that as I'm rubbing my hands here because I was using a makeup wipe, let me talk about another couple things that I love, favorites of mine. I do really enjoy their hand cream. Their hand cream is nice. It used to be Plantastic was their they have like sub brands, I guess. And so now it's this, and I heard it's coming soon. So it looks like they ran out of stock and they're bringing it back. This is still the Plantastic name, but it just looks different. And this is a Magic Mandarin hand cream, whereas this one I think was just basic. But their hand creams are really nice, and I'm picky about hand cream. I want something that's going to soak right into my skin and not just kind of be layered on top. I've had some cream where it just kind of sits on your skin. This soaks into your skin. It's not greasy and rubs right in. So I do enjoy their hand cream. I've bought this numerous times. Another hand cream that I like, which I believe is still on their site, I think it looks a little different, but it's the same thing, is their Super Retinol Anti-Aging Hand Cream Treatment. I've been really bad about putting this on this summer, but I'm going to put this on my nightstand so I can put this on in the evening because it does have retinol. And why? Because as we age, we're really good about taking care of our faces, or most of us are, right? That buy sunscreen. Well, yeah, sunscreen. That buy skincare, but we forget about other parts of our body. Your hands get a lot of sun, especially if you're driving, you're outside, and you start getting sunspots, things like that. So, your hands and your neck will definitely show your age. So I do enjoy this. It's nice. I mean, I'd say I have pretty good hands. So, I mean, I've bought this several times. There are some things about Beauty Pie that when I'm in there, I'll kind of throw things in the cart that aren't necessarily like, oh, it's the best, but I like it enough. So they have a foot cream as well called Footopia. So that's one that I throw in there. It's a nice foot cream. Is it anything spectacular? No, but it's just as good as anything else. So, there's things like that I will drop in there. I have that downstairs. I didn't bring it up here. Okay. What else here? This is a favorite. This is an absolute favorite. I hope they still have this. I hope they do. So sorry if it's not on there, but this is the Super Healthy Skin Deluxe Body Moisture Cream with softening hibiscus flower oil, droplets, and nourishing shea butter. This is a very big tub. It's a body cream. This is bougie good. this is things I've given as gifts because I love it so much. So it's been summertime. I haven't really been wearing kind of thicker body lotion like this, but I did this past week. I'm like, let's open this jar. So as you can see, it's pretty fluffy and creamy. It's so nice. And it's fragrant, but it's not overly fragrant. And I will say about Beauty Pie, some things have some fragrance, but it's not overly perfumed. But I'm finding that more and more of their products don't have fragrance, because a lot of people were like, can you do this but without adding fragrance? So I think a lot of the stuff that I've talked about doesn't really have a scent, maybe just the scent of the kind of the natural ingredients and oils. But this one has a soft citrus scent, not overly heavy, nothing that's going to, it's just really soft. But it's enough that makes it fresh. It's beautiful and it feels amazing. Amazing. Probably my all-time favorite. I really hope it's on their website. If not, I'm sure it'll come back because I think this is a big seller. So I would say in general, I do like their super healthy skin line. I have their serums. I have all kinds of stuff from them. So yeah, so I do enjoy that a lot. If you like a toner that is like a pore purifying, or what I found is every once in a while I'll get a pimple. I have pretty good skin as far as acne. I don't really get acne, but I have found that on times that I do, the Dr. Glycolic Pore Purifying Glow Toner, I kind of put that on in the evening, and the next day could be part my skin. It could be partially that, but I have purchased this. Not enough to say like I think it's great, but I have noticed that it works when I have some pimples or a little something going on my face. I just don't use that as often. Okay. I know I still got more favorites, and I'm thinking I haven't even talked about everything. Let's see. This is why I'm still probably a member. Let me move some boxes out of the way. Let's see what's in this box. Because these are obviously repeat purchases. Okay. See, I have more lip oil. I have this everywhere. It's like I want the lip oil everywhere. So these I have not tried. So I got some bronzer. I haven't tried their primer and setting spray, but I bought some. And then I have more of the Uber Youth spray that I got. So a couple of things from there. I will say in the summertime, they do have some nice bronzing things called Awesome Bronze is the line. They have like a cream gel kind of bronzer. I have a jar of that. I didn't pull it out. I use that in the very early beginning of summer where you can start wearing shorts, but my legs are still super winter white. Excuse me. I needed a drink of water. So I started coughing. They're Awesome Bronze. When my early summer, legs a little white, but you're wearing shorts, that's a nice gel. This is a nice serum for your face, and I'll put this on in the evening sometimes or at night, and when I wake up in the morning, I have just a little more color. So I use this kind of early summer. The thing I've noticed with any tanning drops, though, if you do have dark like freckles and spots, those also get darker as well. So that's just something to know. But if you feel your skin needs just a little something, this works really well. It's a thicker serum. I'm not going to drop it in there. It's a little thicker serum, easy to wipe all over your face and not really worry about it. So that's nice. Okay, let's get into their Super Retinol. This I've used a lot, but I think if you're looking for retinol, you probably want to get something that isn't over the counter. But if you're starting, maybe you're a little younger and you're starting to worry about little fine lines and things, I think it works fine for what it is. It's for someone who is sensitive about this kind of thing and wants like a starter in Super Retinol. Then they do have a number of retinol products, which are nice. Okay. Things that Yeah, here's more super retinol. I'm telling you, I have a lot. Here are a couple of other things that I have purchased that I don't know what I think about them. But if you like this kind of thing, these are nice. So these are micro peeling super drops from Plantastic. I haven't really seen this do much, so I wouldn't buy that again. This is Super Healthy Skin, which is that line that I tell you I like. This is the Amazing Sleep Oil. It is beautiful, and I do like it when I use it. I usually, at the end of the night, I'm much better about my morning skincare than I am my evening skincare. But if you like a sleep oil, this is really pretty. And this one does have a little bit of a scent to it. A little bit. Very soft and very nice. I'm just bad about sleep oil, so I probably wouldn't buy that again. Here is something that I got. Not sure if it's still available anymore. This is a real eye opener. It's basically their version of, those under eye little masks that people put on. It does come with a little scooper. It's still pretty wet in there. Little scoop is that pink thing on top. These didn't really do anything for me, so I wouldn't buy this again. So, but then again, I'm not big on wearing face masks either like that, like those sheet masks. And so I can't tell you that these are any worse or better than kind of what's out there. I don't know why I have trouble with that, closing lids, but I didn't feel like I would buy that again. The triple hyaluronic acid. A lot of people like hyaluronic acid. I live in California. It's dry. It's not humid here. I'm not in Florida or in the South. And I feel like hyaluronic acid would work better in those areas because hyaluronic acid is pulling moisture from outside. It's not sucking moisture out of your skin. It's pulling moisture from the air from outside, and there's not a lot of moisture out here. So I just don't feel like it does much for me. But they do have a number of hyaluronic acid products. They have an under eye cream. They have this one that's a face cream. So it's just, for me, that's not something that I would probably buy again. Now, kind of the breakthrough product from them in the past year is Youth Balm. It's nice. Do I notice that it's doing anything for me? Not necessarily, but it's got a lot of rave reviews. A lot of people have shown things, that it's doing stuff for their skin. I don't know. So it's much more expensive than a lot of their other things. So for me, I don't know if it's worth it because this is pretty pricey. And then they have an under eye one as well. Kind of same thing. This is nice and thick. It sticks on under your eyes. My eyes are moisturized after I use it, but I don't know if it's worth the price. So that's what I'm going to say about Youth Balm. Okay, so we were talking about things that are just okay for me that I don't know enough to try, but I can give you a little bit of background. So this is Shinkai. This is an electrolyte drench. Does this not look very familiar? It looks a lot like Shiseido. It really does. And this is a 3-in-1 deep hydrating gel cream. So this is one where it is good. It's nice, but I don't know. Again, I'm just terrible. This is a me thing. I'm just terrible about putting creams and stuff on at night, but it does have this gel. It's like a gel. It's like slippery. It's like gooey. It's kind of slimy. And it's a great night one when I put it on. I did use it last night, but it's like, meh, I have way too much skincare. So I'm trying to simplify a little bit, but this one does get a lot of good reviews. It's not bad. I just, again, a me thing where I'm not really good at nighttime stuff. So that I think covers the skincare stuff. Let me go into a little bit of makeup that I might have touched on a little bit. I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, but I'm wearing their eyeshadow. I just by accident, total accident, wasn't even thinking about doing this video today, was putting it on. And as I was finishing, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do my beauty pie video today. So this is currently still available. It is a little template. It's a little palette. This is from James Mallow Deluxe Eyeshadow Quad. Very similar, if you look at this, to its Charlotte Tilbury. Except hers, I think this part is down here, but otherwise very, very similar look. And that's kind of what Beauty Pie is known for. Is it duping very similar luxury brands. So that's the eyeshadow I have on. This is the only one I think left available. They used to have 4. There's like a rose gold and some other ones, but that one's in there. This is okay. Like for me, this is just okay eyeshadow. Nothing super fantastic, but it's okay. Where there are some things that I do enjoy or things that I just drop in the cart when I'm shopping. I love lipsticks. I have so many lipsticks, like so many lipsticks. I would say their lipsticks are really, really nice. I do like their lipsticks. Are there anything special? Maybe not, but you know, I'm shopping, I'm putting stuff in there. I do like some of their colors, really pretty. And they even have like embossed in there. I don't know if you can see that. You know, it's got like Beauty Pie embossed in there and these nice bullets. So I do enjoy their lipsticks, and they have matte ones. This is a matte one. They have more of a, like a silky lip, with a little bit of sheen. And then they have their lip balms. Again, I didn't look at everything that I was going to talk about to see if they have them, but, they probably have something similar. This is like a lip crayon, and it's a balm. Kind of reminds you of the Bobbi Brown crayons. So those are there as far as lipsticks go. Then with the eyes, let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, let's talk about eyes. Besides the eyeshadow, which I thought was what's that word? You gotta, what's the word? You gotta knock your brush a little bit to kind of get the little speckles that'll fall out. It has some fallout on it, which I don't love. But I do enjoy their, if you want like one shade really quick, get ready and go. They have a lot of these, what are they called? Crayons? What are they called? Like sticks, eyeshadow sticks. So I have a number of them. This is what the Beauty Pie eyeshadow stick looks like. And then it's just like that. So if you want a one and done kind of bronze look, and then you are good to go. This other one that I have here is from Laura Mercier. Now I feel like there's so many brands that have eyeshadow sticks, like a lot, but these have been around for years and years on Beauty Pies. And prior to, and back when they first started having these, the only brand that really had these was Laura Mercier caviar sticks. And so I'm just putting it side by side so you can see what I mean when they are trying to bring luxury products at a discount or, drugstore price compared to what you would pay for a caviar stick, which to me, the consistency and everything is pretty much the same. So this is Laura Mercier's one. So that's what I loved about Beauty Pie, and that's kind of what got me excited about it. It's like, ooh, I can get something like this for this price, right? So that I liked. Let's talk about these cheek tints. These are very nice. Like these a lot. What are these called? They're just some kind of cheek tint. And so I have a number of them because I also am a blush whore, basically. These are very, very nice. They're a nice tint. This one is actually, no, this is actually an under eye luminizer. This is really nice too. I don't know if they still have that, but definitely have used that a lot. But I love these little jars. These are these little cheek blushes, tints, and I have a number of them and enjoy them very much. Really, really pretty. But I have so many blushes, but I do like those a lot. They do have powders. They have a one powder wonder. I can tell by this being shiny that this is more like a highlighter, really illuminates your face. This is very pretty. So that's their powders as well. Is again, some of these, it's like if I'm shopping and I'm kind of doing all my skincare shopping, I would just do it on Beauty Pie because I'm happy with most of their things. And so that's why I have like, the want powders and things. I'm happy with it. And I'm doing like a big purchase on Beauty Pie. So now let's go into perfumes because they have over time evolved more and more into perfumes. Just like with anything else, sometimes they'll have a perfume that you love and then it's gone. And then they'll bring out something new. But I have a number of perfumes here. This one is called Une Balade en Forêt. I'm not French. I mentioned this in my perfume video, I think. This is one that smells very woodsy. Translated, I believe it's walk in the forest. So it's what you would picture with that. Very woodsy, very unisex, but I love the scent. It's good, but it's for certain people. This was one that was so popular that they brought it back a few months later because they sold out of it so quickly. So if you like kind of a little bit masculine and unisex scents, woodsy notes, this is really nice. I've gotten so many compliments wearing this, which was surprised me actually. Then this one is a nice kind of, this one is called Orange Absolute. It was made to match the scent in the Super Healthy Skin Deluxe Body Moisture. So I have worn this a couple times this week. It's got the soft little citrus scent to it, like an orange. It's called Orange Absolute. It is really nice. I don't know if it's currently offered, but I mean, you get this big bottle for a really good price. So for perfumes, you're getting some very complex, very good perfumes at a good discount. And this is the newest one that I bought this year. So I don't know if their bottles are changing from these kind of round ones to these more, I don't know, upscale looking ones. This is Vanille New, and I bought this earlier in the year. I've used a little bit of it. This is if you love vanilla, but like a nighttime sexy vanilla, this is really, really good. Yeah, this is very nice. I would say this is nighttime. This isn't like bakery vanilla necessarily. There's something seductive and sexy about this scent, Vanille New. And I like wearing this and get compliments wearing that one. And then here's another one. I don't know if it's currently offered, but I love the scent as well. This is Mandarin Leaf, White Cedar, and Freesia. This is a great spring scent. It's refreshing. It's fresh, light floral, but not a heavy floral. If you don't like florals, don't worry about it. This is such a pretty, light, refreshing scent because you have that mandarin leaf in there and a little bit of the cedar, but again, the cedar's not strong. This is a great spring scent. So I don't know if it's currently offered, but I had to get a bottle of it. Sometimes they'll sell like small little testers, and that's how I got to smell this and said, oh yeah, I need a bottle of that. There's another one that's very popular. It's like Brazilian lime something. My daughter loves that one. So they do have very good perfumes, I will say that. Other gift items that are, maybe a stocking stuffer, but they have their double-sided cleansing cloths. These are really good, and they are double-sided. So they are, they have like the terry kind of on the outside, and then on the inside, it's like this linen. So really nice face washing towels. I've bought multiple of these and enjoy them very much. Let's get to candles. They have candles. I'm trying not to talk about prices. You can look them up. They're not cheap. They're not Bath and Body Works prices, but they're definitely luxury candle prices, but better prices than luxury candles. Because a luxury candle can go for like $50. And I think these range from like $35, I think. $25, $35. This one is Bahia de Miel. Their candles are what you would, smell like at a high-end designer store. If you're walking into Tom Ford or something, you're getting this very expensive scent. To me, that's what their candles are like. This is complex and it's beautiful, and I feel bougie when I'm melting their candles. They have another one that I wouldn't say is like bougie, but it's called Clean House. And if you like a clean, kind of cotton clean scent, if you don't mind that laundry scent a little bit, that is a good one if you like that kind of scent. I've melted that before, and I've had people come over and say, "Oh, your house smells so good." So that's a good one if you don't mind a little bit of a laundry type vibe. That's a good one, and I know that's still offered. Then sometimes during the holiday season, they'll offer like these little tea lights. This one is a tobacco one, also very nice. I love tobacco. So again, their scents are more unisex, more complex, more bougie, are great gifts as well for the holidays, because a lot of times people want to give someone like a candle you can't get anywhere else, right? It's something that's different and a little bit bougie. Okay. I think I touched on pretty much everything that I liked. There's some that are just fine. I would say this is the only thing that I currently have that I was like, not impressed with their eye little masks. But I haven't tried everything. I have tried their mascaras before. My favorite one, they don't sell anymore. So there we go again. And their mascaras are like $10 to $12. So I feel like, I could probably just get a drugstore like L'Oreal or Maybelline mascara. That would be, they might even be more expensive now, to be honest, but would be about the same price, and I don't have to wait to buy it. So anyway, that was a lot. I hope you enjoy this. Let me look at my notes really quick and make sure I didn't forget to talk about something. I talked about the membership. I talked about what I loved, my favorite products. So I think that is pretty much it. So have you tried Beauty Pie? If you have, let's chat about it. Maybe you think differently than I do. I did mention that I was thinking of maybe not renewing because I'm not buying things as often, because what I've been doing is stocking up. Like I have 2 Beauty Pie boxes here with stuff in it, and I need to slow my roll. So that's really part of it. I do like the convenience of it. Shipping can take a little bit, and it's at least a week to get it shipped. It's coming from New Jersey, and I live in California. So shipping can be, it's not Amazon, but it's fine. And I think overall, I've been really, really happy. So I just have a lot. So I don't think I'm going to need to renew anytime soon, but it's definitely something I would go back to because I do enjoy a lot of their products. And I think that's all I can say. I think they have some really great stuff. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've bought. I mean, I have tried a lot of their super drops and things like that, and their serums. And I just feel like it could get to be a little too much. Like you read the reviews and it does this and that, and then you buy like 5 different bottles. And then I'm like, well, wait, how am I supposed to use all this? So I've got to really settle down with serums and things. I think I have a good routine right now where I'm using, I'm using a serum. I'm using, like my spray to moisturize. I'm using my vitamin C. I didn't mention it because I ran out. Their sunscreen. Their sunscreen is pretty good. I did enjoy their sunscreen. I'm currently using one from Trader Joe's because I just picked it up and I'd run out of the Beauty Pie one. It does have a little bit of a white cast, but it blends in very easily and it works well under my makeup. Whereas the one I'm using right now from Trader Joe's, I do find, depending on the makeup, I get it pills a little bit. So I will say the Beauty Pie sunscreen is pretty good. So I think that covers it. Let me know if there's something that I didn't say that I didn't get into this video that you wanted to hear more of, but I hope this was pretty comprehensive. And thank you so much for hanging out with me and for the suggestion. If there's anything else that you want me to do a video on, I'd be happy to give it a try. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much. We'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.
Let the good times roll.